This is Rosina's Italian kitchen. We're kind of deviating from the Italian kitchen, making a pie crust. This pie crust recipe was from my husband's aunt from the farms years ago. And what I have in here are 2 cups of flour, and I need to put in a whole, let's see, is it a half cup of shortening. Whoops, there it went. And I'm going to now mix it with a pastry mixer, which I will do. So I use this pastry mixer to blend the flour and the shortening together. And this will take me a little bit of time to do. But let me tell you about what I add after I get this shortening and flour mixed. Then I have in the refrigerator half a cup measuring cup. In the measuring cup I have 1 egg that I beat up with a fork, just kind of beat it up, and added 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, and then add enough ice water for half a cup. And I put it in the refrigerator while I'm doing, blending the flour and the shortening together. And this process will take a while, and then I'll blend the two to, add the egg mixture and the water. And then the pie crust will have to sit for an hour in the refrigerator to be cold, and then roll out between 2 pieces of wax paper that are floured as you go along. I've been using the pastry blender until the flour and the shortening have become crumbly. You can see how it's crumbly now. And now's the time that I will add a half cup measuring cup that has the 1 egg, whole egg, beat up with the fork. It just doesn't have to have any more than that. And a tablespoon of white vinegar. And then the half cup measuring cup, you add ice water until it's a total full half cup. Now I'm gonna get mine out and mix it in there. Now what I've done is the half cup would be very hard to manage full, so I put the half cup of my vinegar, egg, and water in a whole half cup, so I have room in there to not spill, and it works. So I'm going to dump it in here, and I'm through with the pastry blender. All I have to do now is mix it. That I've got the flour and shortening combined and crumbled, and I added the liquid, ice cold liquid from the refrigerator, the half cup, with the egg, 1 egg, and a tablespoon of white vinegar, and whatever ice water I needed to make a half a cup. I have this all ready to put in the refrigerator, so it'll be chilled and ready to roll. And my recipe indicates it will take a minimum of an hour. And here's what it looks like. And you can't overwork the dough, otherwise it gets very tough. Thank you, and we're ready to roll out the pie crust when it's refrigerated long enough. And this makes 2 crust pie crust. Now that you've watched this, it gives you the recipe and the instructions on how to make homemade pie crust. And it's kind of tricky. It's pretty soft, and sometimes I add just a tad more flour so it's easier to handle. But this now I'm going to put in the refrigerator, and when I'm ready to make my pie, and you can put it in the refrigerator for several days. Then I'll pull it out, and whatever's left, I again roll it up and put it in a saran wrap and put it in the freezer, whatever. And sometimes I might need it for something small. Thanks for watching, and I hope you try the pie crust. It's kind of tricky always, and since I've had this aunt of my husband's make it and gave me the recipe, I've been very successful. Thanks for watching, and see you again.